What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Halo Episode 7 breakdown. I cannot believe we got a throwdown with brutes, elites. We got a hunter thrown into the mix for the first time. We continue on as we head towards... No. We headed back to Madrigal, La Family Madrigal here, as we went back to Quan's story. Now, the last 2 weeks have been pretty decent, pushing the main UNSC and Covenant storyline forward. I will admit, the Blessed One, sort of interested. It's got my interest piqued somewhat as we saw the Halo array at the end of the last episode. Not sure what installation it's going to be, but probably going to be the same one from Combat Evolved. But, well, we moved back to Quan. So 2 years ago, the Madrigal Resistance discussed the Marines and how they're pulling out, and the UNSC are spread thin, which is most likely due to this civil war and the emerging Covenant threat. Now, a new guy comes to join them and she acts like a total and utter dick to this new guy. She's jaded by the war as her mother passed away, but what a way to make a character who hardcore fans don't like even more unlikable, as she just acts like an absolute douchebag. But we return back home to the present, somehow after subduing the Spartan. But we cut to Soren, who's back home. He's at the MCU's nowhere, as a business partner is apprehensive about dealing with him, and he's finally had enough libations to call him out for not delivering Quan to Vinsha to get the bounty, as he's clearly had enough of him. But of course, Soren's imposing presence embarrasses the partner. Meanwhile, Quan has been taken and people are going through her things, as we have a mysterious woman and a tribe, and she wants to know about the secrets of what these women are and what they talked about with her father. Sorry if my watch hit the desk then, I just pegged that. But meanwhile, the evil guy who seeks to control Madrigal and take out Quan is on his way in a car. This episode seems so out of place, with the last episode focusing on the main Halo story. And while every show needs to have a subplot, I get it. This ain't it, Chief. It ain't even in Chief, let's be honest, but I've ruined that joke there. Should we move on? We cut to Soren with his partner who are clearing the air, and a job is being proposed to him, which we then cut to the Witches of the Desert, explaining the history of Madrigal, how it is barren and Quan's ancestors made it how it is today. She's next in line to receive, seems like, the power of the planet. It's absolutely giving Black Panther here. You know, when he goes and he has the whole vision of the afterlife there, you know what I mean. She sees the creepy Farseer guy, and it seems she is destined to make peace with Chief. And there's a special portal on the planet, which I would imagine maybe leads to the Halo array. And I imagine it's being protected by needing 2 keystones for it to, work. Of course, there's a whole history in the Halo games of humans and being left around all of these Forerunner installations here, because of course we had the humans Forerunner war, which led to the humans being de-evolved, if you will. So I think that is maybe part of that here, and the people who came before the Forerunners wanted humanity to inherit the mantle of responsibility. So I guess that's what they're doing here. It's just a bit odd. So we then cut to the job being run, and our boy, yes, it's weird, Soren turns on his business partner as Vinsha has now arrived at the last place we saw Quan there before the tribe. I'm not sure this civil war is entertaining as a Halo fan. I think it might have been interesting if they did like a whole season 0 like Preacher did, where we had the civil war between the UNSC and the people who are holdouts against it, and then the Covenant arrive and they're like, oh yeah, we need to fight these weird alien things. Maybe it'd be an interesting show without the Halo name. I don't know. I just want more Chief. Now, Quan comes out to find a vision of her dad, and he doesn't really know what the portal is, and Soren has arrived to help her out. Hey, who cares about any of this? Seriously. But, well, we have them have a very taken and long time, a protracted shootout, escape, but they eventually escape with the machines blown up. That's the end of Venture, maybe. His troops are taken out. Quan stays because she wants to work out what that portal is, and Soren goes off because whatever. Yeah, it felt very out of place. I think that this did need to cut to the A story, to be honest. A bit hypocritical of me because they barely, if anything, they didn't even cut to this story last week, so it gives and it takes. Overall, it was weak, very weak. It's not what we want from Halo. It is a definition of bait and switch, unfortunately. But that is it for this video. Please drop a like down below, do subscribe with notifications on, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.